Well, London has officially reclaimed its crown as Europe's leading tech hub, toppling Paris in the latest rankings from the global database platform Dealroom. It was driven by a surge in deep tech and artificial intelligence investment. Joining me now is digital media lecturer at the University of Stirling, Dr. Conor McKeown. Great to have you on the programme. Now, look, London's back on top as Europe's tech capital, but in AI, can anyone really close the gap with the US and China?
Yeah, I think that's a really great question to ask, and the answer is complicated, but it's not impossible. I think the biggest reason the UK can't close the gap right now, it really comes down to three things. It's the scale of capital investment, a lack of hardware power, and then a little bit of risk aversion. So the capital scale is something that we'll have to see how that works out and as time goes on. But the UK is taking more risks, and with big investments from companies like AMD, they've just pumped $2 billion into the UK's hardware investments. There's a real chance that the UK could become a bigger player in the future of AI.
But it does seem that Britain's really good at starting tech companies, not quite as good as keeping them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the UK is an ideas hub for sure. And, a lot of the technology that we use to train AIs these days actually started off in a company called DeepMind in the UK. That's not the same thing as the LLM technology that really powers them, but we train them on technology that was developed in the UK. But the problem is that capital scale that I mentioned, there are lots of £500 million companies in the UK that can write a check for a £5 million startup here. But if you want to get to that next level, that kind of $1 trillion scale level, the US still remains one of those places that's where that money is.
So when people talk about the AI race, they focus on chips, data centres and the billions of dollars you've mentioned. What is London's edge?
It's ideas. It really is ideas. It's the quality of talent that is available in London. And you're seeing companies like Waze, 11 Labs, and Google remain seated in London because they want easy access to our graduates and they want easy access to the ideas that are being generated here. It's a really safe place to go for high quality workers.
If we're having this conversation in 2030, Conor, what's the one thing that would convince you that the UK has succeeded in AI? I mean, does it need its own DeepSeek-sized champion? I
think it does. The one thing that would convince me if I saw UK-powered models that answered UK-based questions, trained on UK data, delivered through UK data centers, then I would know the UK is genuinely in a good shape. If it was delivering that stuff off of its own hardware back end, that would convince me.
I spot a business opportunity. Anyway, Dr. Conor McKeown, thank you. Yeah, let's get in. Thanks ever so much.